Hello friends, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I am back here in Genshin Impact because we are going to be doing something very interesting. Now I'm sure that everybody who has played Genshin knows that artifacts are one of the most crucial items in the game when it comes to building your characters. But I asked myself, how crucial are they really? Do you actually need these super awesome artifacts to do damage? Now you're probably thinking,
you're very stupid. The answer to this question is obviously yes, you do need them.
But for the sake of science today, we are going to be seeing how strong I can make my characters without using any artifacts. I'm talking not even 4-star, 1-star, 2-star, or 3-star artifacts, literally nothing. And with that, I want to be able to see how much damage I can achieve. The only reason I thought of doing this in the first place was actually because I've seen a couple of videos lately saying that talents are actually more crucial when it comes to dealing damage than those bonuses that you get from your artifacts. And that kind of made me think, like, that would be a great video to test that out and see if that is actually true. Now to do this, I want to have the highest possible chance of being able to do damage, so what I'm gonna do is use my characters who have their talent levels at the highest possible level so that I don't have to worry about leveling them. And in that case, that would be Ganyu. She is currently my only triple crown character that I've ever triple crowned in this whole game. Which is actually pretty surprising to me because I have definitely branched out a lot more and I barely use Ganyu and I use a lot of characters more than her and I still have not triple crowned them at all. Next in place I think would be Neuvillette. He's at 1088. And then next after that I'm pretty sure would be my Eula, who has her talents at 978. But excluding them, pretty much all of my other characters have their talents somewhere around the 888 or 688 area. Zhongli does have one of his talents crowned, but because I don't really use him as a damage dealer, I don't really think he would be fit for a test like this. Oh, actually, Hu Tao has higher level talents than Eula, so I might test it with 4 characters, that being my Ganyu, Hu Tao, Neuvillette, and my Eula. Now, I guess let's just start out with Ganyu here. I'm pretty much just gonna try to make her as strong as possible without having any artifacts on, so let's take all these off. Alright, there we go. She has no artifacts on, and this looks very weird. She, of course, is triple crowned C0. Her weapon I currently have her on is this one because, personally, for me at least, she does more damage with this than she does with Amos. I had her on Amos for like 2 years before I got Linny's bow, and I just, like, the part where it says the charge attack damage increase, that was what made me feel like this might be a little bit better for her for right now. So that her ratio, she's still gonna have 5 crit rate, which is not so great. But I think what I can do to try and get that crit rate up without any artifacts is food, I guess? And her attack is also so low. So I'm gonna look through my inventory and see if I have any foods that boost crit rate by a significant amount. You know what? What I think I'm actually going to do is cook a bunch of Adeptus Temptation for this because that is one of the foods that gives the highest crit rate and attack and whatever. So I'm gonna go do that and I will be right back. Alright, so I've successfully cooked our Adeptus Temptation. I have made 11 of them with that one bonus from Shangling, which is great. Now that we also have these dishes, I think what I'm gonna do is go and craft some more potions because clearly I am low. So I'm gonna definitely craft some of these as well as some Pyro ones and a Hydro one. Now that does mean that we are all set, and all that is left is to form some parties to support these guys. Alright, so I'm gonna start out with Ganyu. I don't want to do a melt composition because I think that would just be too much complication. I just want to see her straight damage with nothing crazy like that. So I'm gonna bring in Shenhe, of course. Then I think I'm gonna bring in Bennett, because that attack boost is definitely gonna be needed considering the attack that she had a second ago. And then last but not least, I think I am going to bring Mona. And with that, including cryo resonance too, so crit rate is increased against people who are affected by cryo, which means so she's gonna have 20% plus that 12 from that food, so it's gonna be about 30%, and maybe we can see if we can get her to crit, because I really, really want her to crit. Alright, we've got all our bursts, and now it is time to truly see what Ganyu is like with no artifacts, and just in case you didn't believe me, I will show you right now. She still has nothing on, and there's no cuts, this is real, because I'm very curious about this right now, so let's just go.
Do your master's bidding! Unleash! Teamwork is dreamwork! All hail! Written in the stars!
Oh my god. I can't see anything. I can't see. I don't think she's critting. Oh my god, wait. I forgot to eat the food. I wonder if, like, one time when I'm doing this, I'm gonna make, like, a super big mistake and I'm gonna have to start over.
Start over.
I forgot to eat the food! I can't see anything. Okay, so now I'm going to eat both of these. Let's eat our temptation, and let's eat this cryo potion, and let's try to get the best damage ever. I want to see what her crit rate is now. That's so good! So 17 plus 15 from cryo resonance, which would be like 32, I think. So I'm curious to see how this goes, but let's just get into it.
This is long overdue. By ordinance divine. Everybody stand back! Fate is upon me.
Oh my god! Did you see that? She critted! I don't know if you saw that, but I totally saw that. I saw a 20k something. Okay, I need to replay that really quickly. I don't know the exact numbers, but in editing I'll go back and look at it. But I saw a 20k hit.
Oh my god!
With 32% crit rate and 0 artifacts. Still at nothing, by the way. And what is so funny to me is her HP is so low. No elemental mastery. Good amount of attack, though, for where we're at. I was surprised that we got that on the first try. First try. I forgot to eat the food. Try, because I was expecting to have to go in there a billion times just so that she would crit. Now, I guess let's put her artifacts back on and then move on to our next character. Now, when it comes to this guy, I have him built a little bit differently than most people do. I run him with Heart of Depth instead of Marchase because, I don't know, I just feel better about it. I know, like, the crit rate with everything in the Marchase set, but it doesn't really give any, like, super fluffy things that I guess I prefer from this one, like after elemental skill, increasing normal and charge attack damage by 30%. And he's also got this on with max HP increase and EM increase. So this is what he normally looks like. And again, his talents are 10-8-8. He is also C1. But now I guess let's take all of these off. I'm wondering, how is his crit damage still? Oh, I bet you, is his ascension stat crit damage? I bet you that's what it is. Wow, this one's gonna be this one's gonna be a lot better than the other one, maybe. Okay, I don't know if that's the Adeptus Temptation talking, or if that's just him. Alright, so I just looked it up, and his ascension stat is actually crit damage. The Adeptus Temptation was only giving him crit rate, so right now, his crit rate normally would not be this high. I don't know how long the Adeptus Temptation lasts for, but regardless, I did cook extras so that I don't have to work super quickly. In a usual team comp, my normal Neuvillette team looks like this, but this is like for running out and about. For this showcase, though, we're not going to need Zhongli because we're only doing one thing. So I think Farina is still somebody that I want to include here. And I might bring Mona back, and I might also put in Kazuha. So pretty much the only thing changing in this team is the addition of Mona instead of Zhongli. Alright, let's go. Ooh. Let's go, Neuvillette. Oh my god. Dude! I wish you could see my face right now. My jaw is on the floor. I am so surprised. He still has nothing on, by the way. Dude, that's crazy. Okay, so consistently with his...
that you bringing me here is some sort of an assassination attempt.
That's my favorite Neuvillette voice. Anyways, what I saw was consistently with his car wash, he did about 14k per tick, which was shocking to me. Because on a good day, he will do about 30k per tick without any extraneous buffs. Which means he was doing half of what he would normally do with no artifacts on, which is crazy. Now, the last two that are left are Hu Tao and Eula. I think I'm gonna do Eula. We can save Hu Tao for last, because I have some pretty high expectations for her. Now, when it comes to Eula, I've always had a bit of a difficulty playing with her character. I love her kit so much. I love the way her burst does that nuke, but I can never manage to do a good hit with it because my supports are not built right or my Eula just sucks. I don't know. So I know that taking her artifact... Wait, what? Okay, that makes that easier for me, I guess. They're already all gone. Regardless, she usually holds on to Snowtomb Star Silver. Not this one, though. The R3. Oh, yeah, because when I was doing that video where I built Razor, I forgot to switch it back. She usually runs this because I don't have her best in slot weapon. And the only 5-star Claymore I have is this one, and it's on my Navia. So I'm debating whether or not I want to use this and sacrifice my crit rate, or if I want to take Diluc's weapon and completely have this useless passive while keeping the crit damage stat. Because right now, she's... Oh, she must... Okay, she has crit damage too as her stat then. So we're gonna have a Ganyu situation. So that for me makes me want to put Serpent Spine on her because of that crit rate. Her burst, like nuke-wise, barely crits as it is. So having this like this will be a major help. She's not gonna probably take any damage, but it's okay. And again, her talents is where she's at. She is also C0. Unfortunately, I don't really see the purpose in using a cryo potion for her because she's for physical damage instead, but I think what I'm definitely gonna do though is include my typical physical supports for her. Alright, I've got all my bursts in place. I'm gonna take one more of these temptations, and hopefully not only will she crit, but hopefully she will, I don't know, just be better. So let's get to this.
Odds revealed. I'm going in. Written in the stars. Shudder. Vengeance will be mine. Eye for an eye.
Please crit. Please crit. Oh, I don't think that was a crit. I don't think so. I'll try it again. Alright, I'm back for round 2. Hopefully I don't have to do this too many times, because that would be quite annoying.
Everybody stand back! Fate is upon you. Shudder. Freeze to the core.
Okay, I don't know. Okay.
More speed.
Okay. She did more than she did the first time. Which I guess means that that was a critical hit? I don't know. For some reason, based on her current crit damage, I don't think that that was a crit. So I'm gonna try one more time, and if she doesn't do more, then I'm gonna accept that the last number that we just saw was a crit. I will say though, I did notice that I did more damage by putting down Bennett first, so I think I'm gonna do that again.
Teamwork is true. By royal decree written in the stars. Vengeance will be mine. Rack and ruin.
I saw her little mini thing did a bit of... Okay, 26. Okay. Alright. So out of those 3, she did the most the second time, which I think was like 27k or something, so I'm gonna assume that that was her doing a crit, because the first time she did around 17k or something, and that was like okay. So yeah, I guess now let's move on to Hu Tao. For my Hu Tao team, I typically run her like this, but because again we don't need Zhongli, I'm thinking of just doing something like this with Mona again, but at the same time, I'm debating on switching Yelan to Farina because of her fanfare points when people gain or lose HP, and she's still gonna be a great support anyways, so I might just stick with this. And I almost forgot, we need to remove some stuff. There we go. Now the weapon I usually run on her is Deathmatch, which I'm probably gonna stick with unless her Ascension stat is crit rate. Okay, it's not. So just like Neuvillette and Eula, her Ascension stat is also crit damage, so she's got a similar looking ratio to them. But yeah, so she's also C1 and her talents again are 8, 9, 8. So let's see how this rolls. Alright, here we are. We've got all of our bursts. I'm pretty excited to see how this rolls, to be honest with you, because I love Farina and I love Hu Tao, and they're just besties, so let's go.
Time to shine. May I present? I'm going in. Decided by destiny.
What? There's no shot. Oh my god. And it did a vape. Dude, that was crazy. I wonder if, like, one time when I'm doing this, I'm gonna make, like, a super big mistake. And just to prove it, she's still got nothing. Oh my god. That was so much better than I expected. Like, I thought my characters would do absolutely no damage, but I guess that does kind of prove that artifacts are not the end-all be-all. If your artifacts suck, just make sure that you level up your talents very well and have some great weapons, because they can be just as, if not more crucial than having good artifacts. Alright you guys, that is gonna wrap up today's video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to let me know by leaving a like and subscribing if you haven't already, and if you have any more suggestions or comments for me, be sure to put them down below. I will definitely respond to as many people as I can. But yeah, that's all from me. I will see you guys next time. Bye! Bye! Also, while I'm sitting here, I want to see if it fast equips the right artifacts on her. Close. Just got the wrong flower. But hey, whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna put on this Ateptus? Alright, bursts are ready. Mom's spaghetti. What the hell? Why did I say that? But regardless, what? I hope, like, I don't know. If I look now, I want to... Excuse me, Bennett. I find it funny that when I go to the quick configuration, it automatically wants me to do Marashose. I mean... Sure. Yeah, that's a good ratio for me.